Hello guys, I'm gonna be making a quick video on how I made $706 in about 20 minutes. So starting off the higher time frame, I was looking at here on the 4 hour. I drew this dealing range, so this swing point high to the swing point low. And I was noticing how once we had this retracement to discount, we were moving more to the upside, looking for premium. And not just premium. I was looking for this swing point high right at premium. These are the best kinds of targets or draws in liquidity to target. So swing points, swing point highs or lows above or below equilibrium. So premium discount. So that was my target, my draw in liquidity for this morning, especially when we had this hourly change in state of delivery after this retracement to discount. CPI news came out bullish, so we had this huge displacement candle, and then we had this next open. This was at 10 a.m. So dropping down to the lower time frames, or on the weekly, we saw that we had higher time frame SMTs with ES. So this was giving me more confluence for approaching today with a long bias or a bullish bias. On the hourly time frame, we can see that we were just reacting off minus 3.5, minus 4. So this is your retracement reversal area. And after that, I drew out these deviations from the swing point low to the swing point high. And then we had minus 2, minus 2.5 next to our target around premium. So we knew that price wanted to seek premium of this range. So if it reverses and goes for these highs, that's okay. If it comes up and then reverses, it goes for these down for these lows, that's okay too. I was just looking for the swing point high and premium because we knew that price wanted to look for this area. So this is my draw, dropping down to the lower time frames. We had a 15-minute fair value gap. I didn't really draw it here, but we had a 15-minute fair value gap. After the news, we started coming down or tracing down. From here, I drew these deviations again. I'm a big standard deviation guy. I like using them. It helps me know when price is likely to retrace or reverse. So from the swing point high to the swing point low, we had minus 2, minus 2.5. Price retraced back down to this area. We had SMTs, I think, from this candle that we have swept with NQ, but we did have SMTs at these lows. So once we had SMTs, we had that run right here, as you can see. We had price coming back up, inverting this for value gap, closing above this last down close candle. As you change to delivery, you take the next up close candle and next to the left, that's your breaker. Then we had this fair value gap, price traded into that fair value gap. I didn't take my entry at that institution order flow entry drop. I waited for the close. So once we had price coming back up, that's where I entered a buy market of 4 M&Q contracts. We were also playing off the 9 a.m. open. So 9 a.m. open, you have to think about the open, low, high close in a bullish context. So in a bullish scenario, if we're expecting higher prices, we were going to want manipulation off this hourly candle. So this is where I anticipated manipulation. So I got in and started writing out the distribution of this hourly candle until we had this retracement during the macro session. So 9:50 to 10:10, it had its own manipulation. Then we started coming back above, and this is where 10 a.m. opened. And then we just started trading to the upside, taking out the liquidity, which is our draw from this higher time frame swing point high right here. So everything started from the higher time frames, and I slowly worked my way down to time and price on the lower time frame. And that's how I applied time and price into my trade today. So combining standard deviations with PO3 to my draw. And yeah, I took that entry down here and then I rode it to that high. I wasn't scared that price was going to reverse as I already accepted whatever outcome it gave me. So I just traded what I saw. And yeah, we made around $706 in about 20 minutes. It was a very clean trade. It went along with the way I trade, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna pull up my notebook real quick. We're gonna pull it up right here. So this is my TradeZella right here. And for my pre-market game plan, you can see I was risk off for today. So I didn't really size in today. But my bias was bullish. News 830 CPI, draw high of day. And then the POI was the 15-minute fair value gap, narrative, internal, external. So here, as of now, I don't want to fight the trend. We'll look for a retracement to discount, then play the TLM model to high of day. The TLM model is basically just a retracement to -2, -2.5, looking for the inversion and playing the upside, or -3.5, -4. That's basically it's pretty simple. Just premium discount, inversion, target the next high. So we are currently at a 15-minute BISI. We'll look for a 1-minute inversion to go long, stop below SMT. So I did not get in at that 1-minute inversion. I got in at a 1-minute fair value gap after a breaker because I felt more confident in trying longs here than here, because here price can just run these lows once more down to discount, but never really did. But still great entry right here, and I love the patience that I showed today. But the 15-minute fair value gap was right here. So see how it shot up, and then we had the 15-minute fair value gap right here. So here we had this 15. So from this 15, I dropped down to the 1-minute time frame, and we just try to see when manipulation occurred. So running these lows, closing above this last time close candle, and then you have the breaker for value gap, and just target the high. But yeah, could I have held all the way to -2? Yeah, I could have held, but I wasn't looking for home runs. I was just looking for these base hits. And yeah, I got a 88 points locked in. So I'm pretty content with this trade. Very clean trade. And yeah, it's going to be it. This is how I took my trade today and what I was looking for. And I hope you guys learned something from this. Be safe, guys.